Hello everyone, so welcome you back to Ashok Tutorials. So we have been discussing paper 1, right? So we have discussed CDP, language 1, language 2 and environmental studies. So this is the last video for paper 1, that is mathematics. Before we do anything, we should always know the syllabus, right? When you know the syllabus, 50% of your work is done, because when you know the syllabus, you don't read unnecessary stuffs, right? You are reading only the relevant stuffs, which makes your work easier and more accurate. So whenever you hear the word mathematics, you get nervous, right? Especially those are friends from arts and commerce background, we get nervous when we hear the word mathematics. But then in case of this one Mtet, you don't have to be nervous at all, you don't have to be scared at all. Many of you who are you know who are like 40 30s, you might be thinking like, oh, this subject mathematics I have left long before. I have left it when I was in class 10. Some of you, I left it when I was in class 12, so it's a long time, 15 to 20, 30 years already. So how come I study this mathematics again and pass this MTET examination? So let me tell you, you don't have to be scared at all, because you have a choice here. What is the choice? See, the mathematics comes for 30 marks, right? 30 marks, and you will be getting 30 questions, which means one question for 1 mark. Now I'm saying that you don't have to be scared. So why so? Because you have this, your mathematics syllabus is divided into two parts. So you can see here, the first part is what? The first part is pedagogical issues. What's that? Pedagogical issues. The next one is contained knowledge. What knowledge? Contained knowledge. Now you can see here, this pedagogical issues is for 10 marks, and this content knowledge is for 20 marks. Now in mathematics, if if you can score this 10 out of 10, definitely you will pass your exam. All right, definitely you will pass your exam. Especially I'm talking about for friends who are in SC and ST category, because you just need 82 marks. All right, you just need 82 marks out of 150, so which is very easy. Now why I'm saying this, that you can score, if you can score 10 out of 10, it will be very good for you. Why? Because you see, do you see this word pedagogical issues? Yes. So have you seen this pedagogy word anywhere? Yes, you have seen it in child development and pedagogy, which means the first subject, that is CDP subject. You have seen this word, right? So all these 6 subunits given here, these are all just the pedagogy. All right, this will just check your pedagogy in terms of mathematics, how you are well equipped or not with pedagogy. So that will be tested here. You don't have to solve even a single question out here in these pedagogical issues. So the questions from this unit will be something which will be based on your understanding. You don't have to solve it at all. So even if you know zero mathematics, no problem, you can solve this easily. All right, and then there is another part, that is content knowledge. So see, when we talk about content knowledge, here you can see that here the mathematics is there. These parts you might have to solve, but of course out of 20, see, out of 20, if you know nothing about mathematics, all right, if you know nothing about mathematics, but then at least by chance also, if you're solving, no, by chance also if you're solving, you will get at least 5 to 10 marks or 5 to 7 marks. You'll score here also easily. Let me give you one trick. When you know nothing, no, like you're not sure whether to choose option A or B, because there will be 20 questions. So out of 20 questions, if you are ticking sometimes A, sometimes C, sometimes D, sometimes B, in that case you will end up getting 0. You will end up getting 0, right? So What I do myself, if I'm not sure of the answers, suppose 20 questions are given and I do not know even a single answer, so what I will do is that I will choose all the same options, which means A, B, C, D is given. So from there I might tick A from to all the questions, 20 questions, I will tick A. So at least 5 to 7 will be correct. But if I'm ticking haphazardly, sometimes A, sometimes B, sometimes C, without knowing, so that is useless. So, and one thing I have observed, in most of the exams, what I see, this is a trick, so you listen nicely. So what is the trick? So the trick is, uh, the correct answers are coming in what? The correct answer are coming in option D. Which option? Option D, maximum time. Either in option D or option C. But what I believe, what I have seen most of the time is that it comes in option D. So if you're not sure of anything, just tick the option D everywhere. 20 questions you tick D like that, alright? Or if you want, you can tick all the options C. So C and D, what I see according to my observation, are most of the time the correct answer is given in option C or D. So this trick you can follow, alright? But don't tell this to anybody. This is a secret trick, alright? Alright, now let's come back. So now let me tell you, let me explain to you the syllabus, alright? So here, pedagogical issues. So under pedagogical issues, number 1, what do we have? We have nature of mathematics, precision and accuracy, abstractions, hierarchical or sequential patterns and logic. So we shall study here what is the nature of mathematics. When we talk about in terms of mathematics, we want to be very, very precise, right? We want to be very, very precise. We want it to be very, very accurate. Then abstract thinking should be developed. Then hierarchical or sequential order, from ascending to descending order, from smaller to bigger. How do we arrange things in sequence, right? So those things we have to see. Then patterns and logic. So what are the different types of patterns? Logical thinking, logical reasoning. So all these things are developed when we study mathematics. Now let's see option number 2. Not option number 2. So methods of teaching mathematics. So how, as mathematics teachers, you are going to teach the children? So I know when we are the teachers of when we are LP teachers, we have to teach all the subjects by ourselves, right? It does not mean you are arts teacher, so you cannot teach maths. All of us, we have to teach, whether whatever background we belong to, right? That's why you're writing this Mtet exam. If you are able to pass this Mtet exam, which means you qualify in maths also, even though you are from arts, but it is taken that you can teach maths. That's why you qualify this exam, right? So we can teach mathematics using games, using puzzles and playway methods or activities. So all this can help you in the process of teaching, learning, right? Now let's come to number 3, that is theories of learning mathematics. See, there are different types of theories, alright? Theories according to Piaget, Jean Piaget, everywhere Jean Piaget is very famous, right? So Jean Piaget, dedicated video I have made on Jean Piaget, so you can watch that, alright? So Jean Piaget, then Scamp. So these are the 2 psychologists according to whom there are theories which they have given on learning mathematics. So you have to go through that theory, and of course I will be explaining all this in dedicated videos. Now let's see number 4. So in number 4 we have issues of learning mathematics, language barrier and mathematics phobia. See, now what was I talking about is given here. So now, what is language barrier? Language barrier means when you are not able to understand the mathematical language, right? So mathematical language we have to understand very well. Now phobia means what? Phobia means the fear. So most of us, we fear the mathematics. And why do we fear the mathematics? Because our foundation is not good. Our foundation was not good. The teachers who taught us during our school days were not good, were not efficient, were not educated enough, were not trained at all. So being the product of such teachers, we are afraid of mathematics, right? We are afraid of mathematics. So this is what we accept and we believe which is true as well. So now let me tell you, my dear friends, you don't have to be scared of mathematics, because see, class 5 maths, class 4 maths, you can solve easily, because I know you can solve easily, so you don't have to be scared of mathematics at all, right? So don't be afraid. Now, number 5, use of ICT in mathematics. Now, how the use of ICT, information and communication technology, will help in the teaching and learning of maths. So those things we shall study here. Then assessment and evaluation also we will study. You know that assessment can be of two types, that is formative assessment as well as summative assessment, right? So how do we evaluate the child, how do we assess the child in mathematics, those things we shall take into account when we are learning this. Now let's come to the content knowledge. See, this content knowledge is the maths, of course. So numbers, counting numbers, place value, arithmetic operations. See, you know very well what are whole numbers, what are real numbers, what are natural numbers, what are irrational numbers, what are rational numbers, so integers, so all these things you know, right? So place value also you know, tens, ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000, lakhs, 10 lakh, crore, so all these things you know. Then AP, we all have studied AP when we were in class 10. Arithmetic and progressions we have studied, right? So I believe you also studied that, and you know what does that mean. Now, when I'm explaining this syllabus, I have a question for you, that is, just tell me who or which country discovered zero. Can you comment it in the comment section? Let me see. Which country discovered the zero? Please comment in the comment section. See, just you try to understand, if there were no zero in mathematics, what would have been the condition of our mathematics today? So it is because of zero that our mathematics has become so valuable, right? So I would like to ask, or I would like to know from you, like, which country invented zero? Please comment it in the comment section. Now let's go to the second part. Now we have this number 2. All right, so measurements. So when we were kids, we go to stitch our school uniforms in the shop, right? And there the shopkeeper, they take the measurements, the right, the measurement of the waist, the measurement of the chest, right? So measurements can be of different types. The measurement of the measurement during the construction of a house, then what is the area, and weight can be of anything. When we are buying sugars from the market, when we are buying the rice or the wheat from the market, we weigh it, right, in the weighing machine. And even our weight itself, we measure how much kg are we. When we are, many of you are trying to run for MLP, Meghalaya Police. You try to participate in the recruitment process, right? So there our weight we measure, right? So that is one example. Then volume, we have to know what is the volume of something, the container, the cylinder, the square box, or whatever, how much the material or the water can it hold. Then time, we all know time is given in hour, minute and seconds. Then money, I don't need to tell you anything about, right? So we know what is currency of different countries. Now money, how do we, how you will be learning in money section, you'll be learning about cost price, selling price, discount, profit, loss. So those things you'll learn here. Now let's see number 3, that is data handling. What handling? Data handling. So sorting out means differentiating, classifying different stuffs. Now suppose I ask you, in a co-educational institution, we have both the boys as well as the girls, right? So if I ask you to classify the classroom, or divide the classroom into two genders, that is male and female, so you will divide it, right? Then again I will ask you, you differentiate or you classify the children according to their heights, then you will do the same again. Then again, if I ask you, those with long hairs, you classify in one group, another with short hairs you classify in another group, so there will be another category again. So that way data handling we are using. Now simple graph reading. So you know what is a graph, right? So a graph has got two lines, that is x-axis and y-axis. On the left side we have 0, -1, -2, -3, -4. On the right side we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 positive. On the right side we have positive numbers, on the left side we have negative numbers. On top of the axis we have positive numbers, below the axis we have negative numbers. So I hope you know this. So this is very important, right? Then we have numericals and geometrical patterns. So you know, we do numericals, right? Even in science we are doing numericals, in physics especially, in chemistry as well, even in biology we do. So whenever you are studying about genetics, you will do calculations, right? Monohybrid cross, dihybrid cross, phenotypic ratio, genotypic ratio. So those things we find out by doing calculations, right? Then uh, we have geometrical patterns. So we have rectangles, triangles, then trapezium, rhombus, circles, right? Then number 5, we have simple shapes. Simple shapes can be spatial understanding, symmetry, and solid around us. See, symmetry, you have to know what is symmetry. Symmetry means something which can be divided exactly into two equal halves. For example, let me give our body. Human body is symmetrical, starfish is symmetrical, right? Symmetry you have studied, but you have to study symmetry in this mathematics in connection with letters A, B, C, all these alphabets, which are symmetrical, which are not symmetrical, you have to understand. Symmetry means, which you can superimpose, which means if you overlap one with the other, it should completely cover the other. You have also studied about symmetry. If you are from science background, you have studied symmetry in class 11, right? Very well you have studied there. Then solids around us, you have to study about different type of solids, right? Now let's go to fractions and decimals. See, fractions and decimals are very easy topics. You have to know the concept, you have to know the types, you know the operations and applications. So where do we use fractions, where do we use decimals? So those things you have to know very well. Then percentage and application, percentage is very important, right? Percentage. Then how do we calculate the percentage? What is the formula in order to find the percentage? Discount, right? Discount, flat, this much percentage is off for this. So how do you actually calculate the price of that thing? So in order to do all those things, you have to know how do we find out the percentage of certain things, right? So I hope that mathematics syllabus was easy for you to understand. I hope that you have followed it. I hope that you don't have any phobia, you are not afraid of mathematics anymore, because I already told you that it does not mean that you have to pass in all. I mean, pass means it does not mean that you have to score 30 out of 30 in maths. Even if you score 10 marks this pedagogical one, you will still pass the exam, right? But then of course here also I have given you the hint, right? So that hint you try to follow and you try to solve the mathematics question, right? Then this was all about paper 1. So I'm planning to release one more video where for paper 1 I'm planning to release one more video where I will combine all the subjects. See, now I have made what? I have made the dedicated videos for different subjects, right? 5 videos I have made for paper 1, that is for CTP, for language 1, language 2, environmental studies and mathematics. 5 videos I have made. Now one more, what I will do is that I will make a collection, a collage of all this video, which means all in one. So there will be one particular video in which you'll find all the papers, I mean all the subjects you'll find in one paper, all the subjects you'll find. So I will upload one more video where all the 5 subjects will be given, which means if you play that video, you don't have to search for, like, EVS separately, language 1 separately, language 2 separately. You don't have to find it. You will find everything at one place. So that will only be for paper 1. So from next video onwards, I'll try to make the videos for paper 2 as well. So let's, some of you were asking me like, sir, whether Mtet exam will be there or not this year. So of course there should be. If the government is ready, if the government wants the immediate recruitment, if they do not delay, we shall have Mtet examination every year. So this is what I believe, right? Recruitment should be there every year as much as possible, because there are many schools which needs the trained teachers, right? Trained teachers are required. So we must believe in our government, and our government should also believe in us, and they should create job opportunities for us as much as possible, right? So let's hope for the best. And so I take your leave now. So wishing you all the best, and thank you everyone for staying connected with the short tutorials, and show your love and support to our channel by commenting in the comment section, and by liking, sharing, and subscribing the videos of our short tutorials. So thank you everyone for staying connected.